This is how the giant eats. First, he grabs a 100-pound pumpkin from a cart and throws it into his mouth. Then he pulls out a well and pours the water into his mouth with a gulp. Once he has eaten and drunk his fill, he then picks up a pile of straw and crushes it in his hand. Then he glues it together with his saliva. A giant cigarette is created. The giant then lifts the roof of the house and pulls out the large fireplace inside and uses it as a lighter. He lights the straw in his hand. He started his after-dinner time. The giant, who weighs 1,000 pounds, originally lived in the city in the sky, but he came down to earth on the night of the eclipse of the moon by a celestial dog. The news of the giant's arrival soon spread through the streets of the kingdom. The people of the kingdom were in turmoil and panic. In order to destroy the giants and calm the people, the king posted notices all over the city to recruit warriors. In the end, the difficult task, it fell to a young tailor who was barely surviving by sewing clothes for others. He showed the king how he could sew, and with his scissors, he said he would take down the giant, and the king promised him if he could defeat the giant, then he would give him his daughter in marriage. The next day, with the king's promise and the princess' wish, the little tailor went on his way. But as soon as he stepped outside the castle gates, the doors were instantly closed. This added a touch of fear to him, but when he saw the princess's concern for him on the walls, he could only brave it. He set out to conquer the giant. As he sat at the foot of the mountain, unsure of what to do, a great black shadow enveloped the land, followed by a violent earthquake caused by the giant's feet. The giant stomped down on the little tailor. The little tailor could only run as fast as he could. A huge forest falls at the giant's feet. A river 100 meters wide was crossed by the giant's 2 feet. Finally they came to a farm. Tired of walking, the giant sat down on the farmhouse. At this moment he did not notice the little tailor's presence. He grabbed a pumpkin and stuffed it into his mouth. Having eaten too much pumpkin, the giant burped. He pulls out a well of water from the side, pouring it into his own mouth. The little tailor, hiding in the giant's mouth, using the rope from the well to help himself out. In his panic, the tailor hid in a pile of straw, but the pile of straw soon turns into the giant's smoke. The tailor was choking and jumping up and down in it, and with a snap the tailor was smashed out, and the giant spotted him. Seeing that he could not escape, the tailor had no choice but to fight him off, and the giant was not weak either. Two palms united, the tailor used his small size to his advantage, dodging the giant's attacks. She cuts the giant's clothes with her scissors, and holds his palms in place with thread. Then he jumps on top of the giant's head, and tied the thread to his nose, and using this as a holding point, the thread is wrapped around the giant's body in a circle. The giant, bound all over, could not move. He fell to the ground. Finally, the little tailor took the giant back to the kingdom for exhibition, and he was able to marry the princess as he wished.